almost called him Jaylee for a second. I was like, no, that's not right.
No, that's not right.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You're watching Mid Week Geeks, powered by the Dorkening Podcast Network. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey by the keyboard, and we have a fun show for you, as always. And with us, Jar Jar. How's it going, bud?
Hey, I got the cover page comic. Look at me. I have one side of it. I don't have the other side. If I put it over here, I could have the Bat or Superman one over here, but I don't. I'm a failure. But it's the Midweek Geeks. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Woohoo! Yo, yo!
Everybody, you'll have it someday. So, like the next show, he's gonna come with the second one. Just to put it together.
Yes.
Our powers the prophecy foretold.
He's gonna get them, and he's gonna mail them to me.
Oh no!
And then Leo woke up.
Yep. Mr. Drew. Okay, Gary.
He wears his sunglasses at night.
Hi, everybody. I have a kitty.
Oh.
Welcome, everybody. Happy
Very.
Wednesday. And something, I guess I have to order that for Jeremy because I annoyed him the other day and I promised him I would be showering him with gifts. So.
Oh, yes. Let's shower me with gifts. I like this idea.
Harry, you can't feed strays like that. They'll never leave. You know.
Speaking of gifts, the other week, me and Megan got my plotter up and running again. It's been down
what?
for.
What is that? They got a platter up and running?
A platter.
What is the platter full of? Is it cheeses?
Plotter.
What's a plotter? You have a plot device?
It's a vinyl cutter.
Oh.
And you need this why?
Well, I used to work in the sign industry.
I have something like that. It's what do they call it? The woman got it for the kids for like Christmas, but nobody uses it because it's really technical. Cricket.
A die cut.
Yeah.
The thing is,
well, this is a Cricut, but this is I've had this forever, but it's a professional one. Cuts up to 2 feet wide and like 300 feet long. It's made for making big shit. But we got it up and running. First thing I cut was decals for my father-in-law. He works at Home Depot, so I cut like the Home Depot logo and put his name with a light bulb on it because he works in the electrical department. So,
I'm sorry, I'm still a little confused here. What do you use this for?
Decals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like an XYZ program? In high school, I learned to do CAM programming, and we had to make little signs, and he programmed in all of the XYZ coordinates, and it would cut out the.
Well, this year,
this is like in the 90s, but.
Oh yeah. Well, I got this probably around 2000.
Kind of a little better 30 years later.
So you're making license plates?
40 years.
Well, I could make like decals, like and it's outdoor vinyl. So it's like if you wanted something for the back of your car, say if you wanted, you know, like a little Deadpool face, or
Okay. Hold on, Leo.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
When you're not on here, this is what you do with your spare time.
No.
Hey, I
but I
decoupage
can.
stuff.
I can.
No,
Like-
I'm listen, I'm not trying to sound sinisterly sarcastic here. I'm genuinely curious. My vocal tones just are dripping with skepticism.
Look
So
at these
Well, I
wonderful
used to
comic
sell
boxes.
I used to sell horse decals on eBay.
Of course you did. Like,
I'm sorry. Hold on.
the
Time out.
life of Leo just becomes
Did
more
you
and more
say
interesting.
horse decals?
Okay,
Yeah,
I
right
found.
after the
okay,
mafia
so-
got done
so-
selling video games with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, stop.
Okay,
Mr. Pond, before you say anything, when you write a book, is it
Or
going to
the
be called The
Yakuza,
Many
sorry.
Roads I've Traveled? Okay.
I
yeah,
so
it could-
want
it
you on
could
my
be.
storytelling show. You need to come to a campfire. Oh my
It's
god.
just wild, the stuff that comes out of Leo from time to time.
Oh, no,
It's
Carrie,
like,
you
what?
should have heard when I was talking to him earlier. He was like, yeah, you know, I could have offered you guys a place at Snake Mountain. And I was like, I would rather sleep in a Fear Factor coffin full of spiders.
You know,
Snake Mountain.
the upstairs isn't that bad.
Okay, you know what? Here's the thing.
They can
The
only
thing
crawl
I'm
so
noticing
far.
here, Mr. Neurotic, is the fact that you had to say that bad, which means some part of it is still kind of bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Only 10
The
snakes per square inch. Okay.
I mean, listen. You wouldn't offer this to Yo-Yo because Yo-Yo's like, no. We're not playing that
I
movie.
feel left out. Where's my cat?
See, I used to
Yeah.
handle snakes for a living, so that wouldn't bother me too much.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, Yo-Yo. You didn't have to deal with the story of snakes right here, which is Leo's gangster name. Okay. Telling us stories about how it was like, oh, you know, back in the day, you know, we would just find them in a well and we light them on fire. I was like, did you ever watch
Did he
Arachnophobia?
tell you about the axes?
Oh, all the time. Like he was
Yo-
like, you know, I could just throw the axe and everything. I was like, okay, what the mother loving hell?
So Drew, Yo-Yo was on the show when all this was happening.
Okay,
Like-
Yo-Yo,
like-
that's good to hear. But the thing being is, you should have seen our reactions when he started going off about the Snake Chronicles, the Serpentine Society. Like literally, I feel like he founded this Earth's version of Cobra.
I can just hear the Dukes of Hazzard song come on anytime Leo walks into a room. It's like, he's just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm.
Actually, going up the hill, we used to call it Dukes of Hazzarding it. 'Cause,
See?
well, like, you know, in the winter, you know, it's to make it up the hill. Sometimes we had to like gun it down the road, you know, and just like let, you know, momentum just like push us up, you know.
It's
Let
funny.
God decide if you were going to survive.
Well, and then pray nobody else was coming down the hill, you know.
I'm doing a lot of that right now. I'm teaching a 16-year-old how to drive, and like, oh my god, dude, they don't look ever.
Leadfoot,
Ever.
Leadfoots, my man.
It's fantastic.
Do they double
It's
foot?
just- No. They've gotten it down. Like, they're probably the best out of the 3 kids that I've taught to drive so far, but they're so into being behind the wheel that it's a little scary because they're not ready.
Too
Yeah,
fast,
we had
too
one,
furious,
I'm not
too
gonna
fast for y'all.
not going to embarrass them by naming them, but one of our groups of the kidlit generation was asking, well, where's the other turn signal? Because they thought that there was one on each side of the wheel, and they were very confused.
3 times
thought the
we've
car
almost
was
driven
broken.
into the garage.
I'm just waiting for, you know, like that scene in Demolition Man when all the future cars are voice activate, all that stuff, and then Stallone comes across like a car that he remembers from his era. That's gonna be like me when I'm older. I'm like, I don't get this, and then I say, it's like, now that's a thing of beauty.
I'm surprised we're still using gas and brakes on using our feet for that stuff, and there's not like hand gas and hand brakes and stuff.
I'm sorry,
like that.
are you expecting Leo's period when we were still Flintstoning it?
Oh,
we had a
I'm
yabba dabba
telling
do
you.
time.
I'm telling
Actually-
you, like automatic cars
my
are
God,
going
no.
to become a thing of
No,
the past.
I don't want-
Self-driving.
no.
I have one for that
No.
one too, Leo.
Leo, I swear to mother flipping God, you are going to drive me to the point where I'm going to show up and I'm going to be wearing black lipstick and then like Carrie. I'm just going to be like, I can't. Everything is topsy-turvy now. You have got to stop. Like, no,
In the
actually don't
upside
stop.
down with Drew.
You know what you can do? You can write this shit down, okay? And then we can read it as part of the show. We could call it Snakes, the Leo Pond musical, okay? And it'll be hilarious because nobody will ever believe the shit you've done in your life.
Yeah.
For real, we should do a total like is it true or is it not? And like have like normal everyday things that you would think Leo would do.
Oh my God.
And then
Can
be
we,
like
Jeremy?
Snake Rancher.
Jeremy, you've struck gold. No, you know what? No. You know what we need to do? We need to get this man an Indiana Jones ensemble. Okay? But he's the opposite. He loves the snakes. He's friends with the snakes.
Yes.
Okay? You know,
His whip is
I
a
hate the
snake.
snakes. That's why I was killing them.
that's what I'm saying, Leo. But the fact being is everything is snakes, snakes, snakes. I'm like, oh my fucking God. That would just be like me if I kept putting my hand out in front of every spider. Like, oh, are you radioactive? Nope, that's brown recluse. I'm going to die now.
See, my favorite story is the Yakuza. I'm just like, holy shit. Like 3 degrees of separation. Leo could have been the man.
Oh yeah.
He's just, listen, the way I look at it is he's just the John Wick of killing snakes. You know, at some point they probably killed some precious farm animal and he's been getting revenge ever since. You know?
No,
And then-
sorry for that one.
Listen, it's okay because if this,
What are the
listen,
three seashells?
in the end, I know that Yo-Yo will tell our story because he'll be the one who makes it. We'll all die. You know, because that's defying expectation and horror stereotypes. That man, see that
I
man
don't
gets
count
it.
as a final girl.
Yep.
I just die.
You know what? You could. You know what? Actually, the final girls are
I
becoming
go
more
first.
prominent.
I already know that. The stoner's gone.
Yeah.
I get killed first out the gate. I'm like sitting there in a car, don't even know there's a killer on the loose yet. I'm like,
Yeah, you get a fucking axe to the back of your head. And me, I'm gonna die ironically. I'm gonna go out like Randy and scream. Just talking about the rules. I get pulled in a van and stabbed. Actually, no, Carrie, you know what? You and Yo-Yo would make it. Leo wouldn't. Leo would almost make it at the end, and then we get did we make it? Yeah, I think we did. You know, and then we find out the killer was rich all
It's a
along.
snake.
Rich all along.
Rich with snake hair.
Yep. And then we don't want to die, and then the devil shows up, and it's Steve Van Samson
There we go.
making the deals. Carrie's
Drew,
like,
you missed a
"Yeah."
great show last night. Damn
Love
it. What
Steve.
happened?
It's awesome.
Drew, what happened
What?
last night?
I
What
needed.
happened? We missed you.
I know. Are you sure? Because
I had questions.
the way you guys raved, I was like, oh, it looks like I might go now because apparently, you know, Jar Jar Jeremy is now the sorcerer supreme of research,
Well,
and Steve Van
actually
Samson is just rocking it metal hardcore horror
he
style.
is
So,
like, crazy
me,
good at that.
I'm just going
I
to take
have
me
to
and my
say.
research and go back to the library like the nerd I am.
See, I'm great with questions. Steve is like fantastic with just like natural conversation with the man. He like, I get so caught up in like this guy knows so much. He knows so many people. Knows like has inked and worked for so many people. I'm just like, he's a god. And Steve's just like, so you know, blah blah blah. You know, same with the number 2 pencil and the number 4 and the blah blah blah. I'm like, what's going on?
Are you sure? Because Carrie was telling me that you were like, you watched all of these podcasts.
Oh, I did.
And you know, your libraries of information and stuff. And I'm just like, hey, I do 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour. That was impossible to do an hour with him.
Well,
It-
I heard it was the Mark A. Nelson show featuring the
It
Dorkening.
was.
So
It was. The man can spin a yarn. Is that the right one?
Steve had that. Yeah, Steve had that advantage too, where he's also an artist and does a lot of the same stylistic stuff. So it's like, this technique,
yeah, he was talking like hash techniques. Yeah.
Yeah. The hashtags.
No,
not that hash. Not that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I would have been more like, hey, I know that one. Hold on.
Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, you're the hash.
Just to back up real quick, the horse decals. Yeah. So after I left the sign industry, I decided to buy my own plotter so that I could just sell stuff on the side. And with doing eBay, I found out that there was a niche for horse stables, signs that they would put on on their horse trailers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I
was selling. I was selling those like left and right.
Way to go, Leo! To find out like that
this
where
shit
something's missing.
But then, so I decided to go to the Jewett City Flea Market. I bought a booth there, and I was doing that like every weekend. And the guy I used to work with,
something I never knew about Leo. I ran the booth over at.
I would lug my plotter there, and I'd cut like vinyl decals, like on the fly.
Wow.
But
I'm impressed, Leo.
Well, I did it until the guy that I used to work for at the sign company. He was like a major crazy person. Like he'd start like throwing shit around. He had anger issues. And so like one day I just like when he wasn't there, I just picked up all my shit and left. And he found me at the flea market, and magically that day I had 3 flat tires. Like somebody put nails in my tires.
What a day.
Magically.
Yeah.
Delicious. Those magic nails.
Yeah. So I stopped going to the flea market out of like, fear.
Yeah.
Out of the fear.
That's when you contact your connections with the Yakuza.
Yeah.
That's when you collect
snakes in his house.
That's what you leave. That's when you find his car. You leave a couple of snakes in his back seat. You're like,
you motherfucker.
So if anybody wants any decals, let me know. I can hook you up.
I just can't. Let's talk about something else, please, before I get an aneurysm over this man's life. Well, there is one nerdy news that I did want to bring up that I did not get to do yesterday, and I figured, what the hell, I'll share with y'all because I thought it was pretty
all
cool.
Your good stuff for this show. We see how it is, Drew.
Yo, man, I put forth those 45 minutes gaining all this intel, my man. You got to calm down with that shit. So, but it's a small thing. But writer extraordinaire Mark Millar, in a recent interview, said that among the many projects he's working on, that he actually is working on a DC project for Superman that should come out within the next, I think, 1 to 3 years. That he's definitely talked to DC and he's got the idea for it down. And I was like, dude, like Mark, like just frame of context to everybody. The last thing Mark Millar did with DC was in 2003. That was a little known Elseworld called Superman Red Sun. So just to give you all context. And if you ever read that comic, you know that shit's some baller brilliance right there.
I don't think I have it handy enough that I could just pull it out of a box.
Well, I didn't give you the prep, Jeremy, so you can't do what you used to do. Like, hey, look, I've got the book that we're talking about right here. Mint condition, selling it. Jar Jeremy, oh my God. Hey.
Well, I'm not selling it.
Exactly.
No, it's in mine. It's mine. It's all mine.
So, I mean, the fact that he's coming back to DC, even for a hot minute, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Now, my thing is, Gunn has said that everything that is going to come out comic-wise and stuff, unless it's Elseworlds, I'm sure, is going to be connected to TV, movies, everything is going to be connected. So is it going to be an Elseworlds, do you know, or is it going to be continuity? Because that would be kind of cool to have Millar doing something in continuity. He is known for his ability to produce books that get production. go on to TV and movies.
Well, that's a lot of what his Millar World titles be.
Yeah.
Just for frame of mind, everybody, Mark Millar is the guy who is responsible for Kick-Ass, the Kingsman, the book of the Kingsman. Excuse me, was based on his run on the Ultimates, which was an alternate version of the Avengers, became one of the blueprint for the MCU Avengers. A lot of his stuff, every time he releases a product, a comic, he splits a 50-50 with his creators, and he already sells the film rights before the first issue ever hits the stand.
Which is fantastic to see.
So a lot of his work has been in it's been in production a while. But I don't know. I thought that was really cool to have him come back. I mean, I remember reading his stuff that he did with Grant Morrison back in the day. So the fact that, DC is like, hey, do you want to come back and do a Superman story? I was like, that's going to be fucking dope. I think he said he got the idea for it when he was like swimming in Costa Rica. So he just like hopped out of the pool and just started scribbling on a pad for like an hour or two. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, that's Costa Rica. That's South America. Like, my man, you could not pay me enough to be sitting out of a pool in the sun writing down a baller idea. I'm going inside with air conditioning, my man. Like, this ain't no Superman. This is a straight up Batman. Like, give me
Sweaty
that
man.
darkness.
Sweaty man.
I hate you so much, you beaker looking motherfucker.
Speaking of Superman, Superman homepage is reporting that the writer's strike won't affect Superman Legacy, saying that the first draft, James Gunn handed in the first draft before the writer's strike.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty great. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comics he adapts for this. I mean, I swear, if he adapts anything from All-Star, especially that one scene, that's going to be so great. It's not like he doesn't have, 80 years of stories he can use.
Yeah, anything would be. It's going to be I really want that combined universe, like that Marvel had promised. The whole connection of everything. That it's a feat that like will be impressive to see. Like Marvel started it and almost got there, when they had the Netflix shows and Agents of Shield. Is that still going, by the way? I don't even know. Okay.
No. Listen, Yo-Yo said no, so it's clearly not happening. Like that man was like, nah, son. Nah.
The comics were supposed to interconnect, and at points they did, but then it was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, but Jeremy, I got to be honest with you. Like, while I am a fan of an interconnect universe because you should have that, sometimes it's nice to just have them do their own thing. Like with Netflix,
I agree.
Like the Netflix stuff, like it was like they referenced, things within it, but they were their own thing. Like, like as much as you like Daredevil, seeing him play around with the Avengers, you're like, especially.
I don't want them to all be the same. I totally agree with you there. Like, I want like Batman to be gritty and dark, but I want Superman to be full of hope and like I want it to be like, oh my God, I feel like I can do anything by the end of Superman, while at the end of Batman, I want to be like, I want to fucking pummel justice into people. Like,
And drink a lot.
Yeah. Justice.
Maybe that's just me.
But I mean, but that's always been, to be quite honest, that was DC's problem from the beginning, is that everything is okay. So we're gonna take this character, but we're gonna make him like Batman.
Yeah.
But we already have Batman. Yeah, but we're gonna make
this
them
one can be
like Batman. Superman, but dark. Green Lantern, but dark. But he's a lantern, but dark. The Flash, we're gonna put Batman in the movie. Genius. So I think that's what it ended up being. And it was their detriment, because all they did for the last couple of years, until they started introducing other people, was Superman and Batman. We're going to focus on those two. What about the no. Superman and Batman. Watch the money come in. And I'm just like,
Since we're talking about this, Leo, what was the picture at the beginning about Jim Lee and the iconic Superman and Batman?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
So essentially, breaking
president.
news: Jim Lee, artist extraordinaire, has been announced DC's new president.
Not my president. No.
Okay, this is coming from the guy who almost mistaked him as Jai Lee. I was like,
yeah, it was my. I have very bad eyes without my glasses on. You know, bad eyes.
Yeah, but then if you put that on, I'd be like, oh my god, Leo.
Look, it's almost like I go from Forrest Whitaker to
Heisenberg.
Jar Jar. Like I have eyes.
No, you kind of like
Heisenberg. I like that.
Yeah, you're kind of Heisenberg in it right now. Like, can you throw a pizza on a roof?
No, get me the blue.
So
I am the blue. I've never watched Breaking Bad, by the way. I just know the names.
I just enjoy this right now. 3 guys, a carry, and a pizza shop.
We killed Yo-Yo. What happened to Yo-Yo?
Yeah, what the hell? He's supposed to make it to the end.
I know. It says device is not connected, so as soon as he pops back on.
But so
like I'm out of here.
So yeah, Jim Lee is the big honcho at DC now. So he's the president.
Who was it before?
I think he was the co-publisher and editor. Like, I don't know. Leo, do you have the news?
Yeah, so DC's publisher and chief creative officer.
There you go. And we're back.
Do we know who it was before?
No, that's what he was before. DC's publisher and chief creative officer.
No, who he's replacing.
No, who's he replacing as president? You know, or was there no president before?
It just says that Lee will continue to report to Pam Lifford, president of Global Brands and Franchises.
Oh, okay. So they just made kind of like a new title for him over at DC. That's kind of nice.
I think that they had other people because, like, Dan DiDio was that role at one point.
Oh, Jeff Johns.
I feel like Jeff Johns might have been like something close to that at one point, but this is just Jim Lee's time, and he's been working as a DC head honcho for a while now, which is why it's always surprising when you see him doing like art or covers. You're like, how do you have the time?
I'd prefer to see the art. I love his work. His artwork is beautiful. He's like Neil Adams, Jim Lee. Like, he's one of those people you can just look at it and be like, oh my God, that's beautiful Jim Lee. Like a Manola, just the artwork is so good. So good.
Yeah, but I would, as much as I do agree with you, Jar Jar, like, his artwork has been stellar, whether when he was doing the X-Men in the 90s to when he was doing what we just saw. Those were 2 of the connecting covers for the Hush miniseries right there. That was the Superman and that was the Batman. Every time you see you on a Jim Lee cover, like, let's be real here. You look through that book just on that cover alone because it looks amazing.
It really does.
Like, let's be real here. That was the only real reason anybody was buying All-Star Batman and Robin back in the day. It was not because of Frank Miller's writing.
Absolutely. Like,
it was because Jim Lee.
He was the reason I picked up a few books that I was just like, son of a bitch, I wish I didn't pick up this book.
Yeah, we were all fooled by that. So, oh, hey, Leo, side note. So, how's Batman 900 going? You
135 there, man.
Yeah, 135. I've just been I quickly scanned through it. I'm gonna open it right here.
I won't be picking up mine until this free comic book day. I've been letting all my books like just pile up, so when I go to pick
Yeah.
them up, I have a good amount to read. I have probably like 2, maybe 3 Batman titles to catch up with.
You know, that's such a great cover. You know,
Oh,
it's
no,
funny.
that's the end page.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
You know, I never asked this, but Yo-Yo, what kind of fan are you? Like, I never got to ask that because this is the only second time we've ever talked.
As far as like comics go,
Well, I mean,
Or
in general,
in general.
but yes, let's go with that.
I mean, a lot of X-Men, honestly. Like, DC's never been that big to me. But there's
You just gotta read the right titles, man.
I feel the same way about Marvel though, so I can understand that.
Jeremy, I'm telling you, man, you gotta read the right titles. You gotta find the stuff that hits you.
Image is always
I'll
a
send
great
you my
place to
bookmark
go.
list.
Image.
Yeah. Trust me. If I can make Carrie an Ultimate fan, I can do anything.
I wish I could read like Carrie, because god damn it, I would not have an unread comic in the house. It would be
I've
beautiful.
already put her down as Brainiac 5 because the way she reads, it's just astoundingly scary. Like
It's
she's like, oh
amazing.
yeah, I read 700 comics in like 3 months. I'm like, what would you about?
And I'm sure being a woman, like the retention is like insane, because like years and years of memory there just does not go away.
Yes, Jeremy, definitely that. Not the weed.
Oh, that's what it was.
So I don't want to
I
go
forgot
into
about that.
I don't want to go into the story because you got to read the story. The story is amazing. Zdarsky's run is insane, but at the end they do a tribute to a bunch of different Batman, starting with the Keaton universe.
Oh wow.
Um,
Whose art is on that? That looks really nice.
They changed artists each time, so each universe was a different artist. Jeremy.
Very cool. So which one was this one?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not a fucking Pokedex, man. I can't just scan artwork. I just, that is.
That would be kind of cool if you could. The last one looked interesting too.
What is this? Blood Rain? The vampire Batman?
Yes.
Red Rain.
Red Rain. So yeah.
Blood Rain is a video game, sir.
Okay.
And a horrible movie.
Horrible ooey bowl movie. Continue, please.
66 Batman. Batman the Animated Series. This is still the vampire Batman.
Yes.
The video game, Arkham.
It's at the
Mm-hmm.
The Arkham
Batman
series.
Beyond.
Nice. I was never Beyond fan.
You should change that.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
never read anything. I didn't even watch the show. I was
Jeremy, I'll make you a
kind of in a weird time of my life when Beyond came out.
Okay, cool. Jeremy, you need to fix that, and I'll make you a list. But look at that right there, glowing in the third panel.
Yeah.
That's a Kingdom Come Batman. That's beautiful.
Which Batman is this?
Which one?
The bottom one.
That almost looks like is it Kelly Jones's Batman where the ears are really long?
No, that looks honestly. That kind of looks. Hold on a second, because
I have horrible vision, so I cannot.
Because the first style is very 60s, and then the second one is clearly mimicking Mignola, because that's Gotham by Gaslight behind him. Yep. And then that's Kingdom Come.
Yeah, so that's Alex Ross. And then
I don't know, because that's definitely a Batman, but I don't know. Like, I know I've seen it, I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
They should have a special index for this comic. Each panel be like, well, this is from, how they used to have the little stars and be like, yeah, back in comic issue 135, this happened, blah, blah, blah. You missed it.
There you go.
I'm sure there's
Like
going to
at
be
the
a
end,
breakdown.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Alan
Carrie.
Moore likes to break his stuff. Oh, I was saying like Alan Moore at the
Oh,
end of
and
each
that's-
comic goes through, and it's just like, and every single panel, let me tell you exactly what I did for each part and why.
Oh, that's because if Alan Moore has any one flaw, is he has to let everybody know what a genius he is.
So I'll show you the new suit.
Yes.
Adam West gives him his bat belt.
Well, thank you there, citizen. I'm going to give you my bat belt, and I'm very excited about it.
Legends of the Dark Knight.
When I'm done
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
Batman.
that's definitely Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah.
And it's so horrible because after seeing the movie, it's hard for me not to hear Peter Weller's, which I'm just like, this is confusing because you're RoboCop. So like, what?
So we got
Is
the
that a
blue and
Joker
gray
shark?
suit. Oh, yeah, Joker Shark. Yeah. Flying through space.
Excuse
They
me.
have a
but
toy. Oh no, that's the dragon.
there better be some bat shark repellent.
There is.
Ooh.
There you go.
But so the new suit, you have the blue and gray, which is back. He has the 66 belt.
Mhm.
And he
I
has
like
the
the
dark,
bat symbol.
yeah, the Dark Knight Returns bat symbol.
Cool. Okay.
Picture of the best of everything. I think that's awesome.
Very cool.
Nice. Yeah, there we go. Shark repellent.
That's a big fucking shark.
Yeah. That's awesome.
See, justice
There you go.
Yeah. So
with a little bit of love. Who's that?
Robin.
New
Oh,
phone. Who dis?
What Robin?
Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
Is that Damien?
No, Tim.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he looks a little bit older than they've been portraying him.
But
That makes more sense.
so Yo-Yo, you said X-Men. Which ones are more your faves? Like, X-Men, X-Factor,
X-Man.
X-Force.
Definitely like X-Men, honestly.
Okay.
The core group.
Like X Factor's not bad.
You got to watch. You got Peter David's X-Factor.
What about Excalibur? Or X Machina? Or
Don't forget X-Babies.
Whatever they could put X from
Don't forget the X-Babies.
Generation X and
I like those covers because they all connected the Generation X, and there was
Well,
a
come
few
on.
others in that series.
We were just talking about
Apocalypse.
Jim Lee. I mean, that guy.
Oh yeah,
The interconnected X-Men covers. Remember?
that is fantastic. The
Yeah.
5 or 4 of them that connected, and then the 5 that had the bifold in it. It was beautiful.
I mean, like I said,
Leo's
the
got
man-
800 of them. There
Yeah.
you go, Leo.
41.
We should do some comic trading. We would be like really good at that. Like I probably got some stuff to fill your Batman runs, and you probably got stuff to fill my something runs.
If
I
only
got
there
the
was an
runs.
event. If only there was an event that you were both attending that you could bring such parcels to be traded at a similar time. Perhaps an event in the
know.
Connecticut region at a casino-like environment.
That sounds terrific.
Indeed. And if only there was a con there.
Terrific Con. It could be called Terrific Con if there was one.
Yes.
Actually, I should start selling off some of my collection if we're going to be looking to move in a year. So maybe
A year time, huh? You're getting down to the
we signed up signed a 1 more year lease, and we decided we're gonna move next year.
We're going to make it the best year.
So
if you're trying to sell comics, I'm a member of this online Facebook comic book buy, sell, and trade Facebook page. It's
Hey,
I
Jeremy.
don't know what anybody's talking
I've
about.
gotten some
Jeremy,
neat stuff
I'm
on there.
telling you, man, he's learning.
There's only 20,000 members.
Yeah.
This is like Skynet.
I would
with-
actually say go with eBay because you'll probably get more people viewing. I'm one of those people. I'll tell you straight. eBay, you got
Jeremy.
like 10 million people looking at your stuff versus 20,000. So
Agreed. Jeremy, I'm telling you, man, we keep teaching her more and more. It's like Skynet with a ponytail.
yeah.
So
What's next on the list? Oh, Commander Leoder.
Well, if anybody's looking to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 this week, just a heads up, if you need to head to the bathroom at the end of the movie, there is only 2 end credit scenes.
Oh, Lottie fucking da. I heard it's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know.
I expected that with the videos
Well-
Marvel was putting on Instagram.
Well, I mean,
Them sitting
listen.
around making their names.
I'm actually going to avoid the internet for a little while during that because I probably won't see it right away.
I might. I thoroughly enjoyed the Guardians trilogy, so I
I
might.
definitely like it. That's
No,
why
I
I
know.
will avoid the internet because, like, goddamn
Oh, yeah.
people. Humans suck.
Oh,
I-
they do.
That's one of my mother's ones. She actually is a really big fan. So
Oh
she
man, Mom
likes
loves the
Chris.
Guardians.
Yeah, she does. She's
You get-
kind of a nerd. She's getting little bits and pieces of nerddom in her.
Well, she's
Yes.
your mom. I would kind of assume that nerdy by association, like nerdy radiation, bleeds
So,
through.
are we definitely losing Rocket, Drax, and Gamora?
Are you
Is that it?
trying to make bets?
Well, I know that they're saying a few people are going. I would assume Drax definitely because
Okay,
he's
here-
all done.
Here's my bet. I think it's definitely going to be Dumbledore. I think Dumbledore is totally going to bite the bullet. I think so. Trying to think of who else could die in this. Oh, Iron Man is totally going to die too.
Again? They always
Did
do
you
that.
see the
Bring him
rumor-
back just to kill him.
Or did you see the theory that Chris Evans is going to come back as Human Torch?
I did see that, and
Li-
my God, that
Why?
would just be ridiculous.
Listen, it would be the one thing we never expected that we wanted to see again.
I don't know if I want to see that again. I
I
did
would-
enjoy it in the past. I will agree. If part 2 had just been somewhat better, we would have had a great series. I enjoyed the first one immensely, and even part 2. I thought the Silver Surfer looked dope.
Listen,
It
I'm
was the rest
still
of the movie around it.
I'm still just waiting for Nick Cage's Ghost Rider to just pop up again, being like, "Hey, you guys are good? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go now." You know,
Nick Cage
just-
keeps ruining all of my fandoms. It's got to stop.
I can't wait to watch that movie
Ruining
about
them or
himself.
making them better?
Yeah, like
Ruining. Yeah, like
you're in the wrong room,
showing
Carrie.
up
Get
and-
out.
I know.
I enjoyed Ghost Rider.
All the boys love
Me too.
Nick Cage. You guys
Nick
could all love
Cage
him.
is just
Well,
there's
he's-
something about he's a man's man. Like
I
He
think
got-
that's it. 'Cause
Carrie, he got
Oh.
better. Nick Cage at one point was kind of doing the Keanu, where we're just making a bunch of a downward spiral movie, but then he rose like a majestically loud phoenix, and he's back. And plus, Carrie, now he's a vampire. So if you want to try to stake him and Nick Cage once
Okay.
for all, you could do it.
I like Nicholas Hoult enough that I am going to watch Renfield because I'll
who
I'll
doesn't
do
want to
it.
see
I'll
Nick
sit through
Cage
it,
as
but-
a vampire?
Oh,
me.
by the way, Drew,
but-
Pluthor
God,
got
wasn't
a
there-
refresh.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't there a movie where he thought he was a vampire? God.
Vampires
I-
Kids.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he? Oh no, hold on. I'm thinking of the Jim Carrey movie, First Blood.
No, that's Once Bitten.
One Spinning. That's what it was.
That was
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
For any Nick Cage's fans.
That was a great movie, by the way. I don't know if any care, but One Spinning. I would recommend it.
Well,
I know some people are not a Joe Rogan fan, but he does a interview with Pauly Shore, and Pauly Shore tells some stories where he lived next to Nick Cage.
pulling
in
cats out
Vegas.
of
Yeah, Yo-Yo, what superpower is that? Like,
That was
you just reach into my
amazing.
camera and pull my cat from the void. Like,
I mean, that is Mikey. He is like a black void. So
So Pauly Shore and Joe Rogan, what happened
Uh,
there?
no.
Oh,
Thor was on Joe Rogan and he told stories about living next to Nicolas
He
Cage.
should get off of Joe Rogan. That's just not nice.
well, the story.
Okay, it was a bad joke,
Yeah.
but okay.
He
I
talks
gotta check a
about
lot of it.
he talks about how Nick Cage called him up and said, "Hey, we're going for sushi," and then he picks up Pauly Shore in a $500,000 Ferrari, and
Jesus Christ.
Pauly Shore goes, "We're just going for sushi. Why are you driving us?" And he goes, "Because it's cool."
Makes
I mean, if
sense.
you got it, you might as well.
I would. I'd be like, yeah, man.
Like, it's just
what
gonna
else
be
are you gonna
creating
drive
anyway.
it? I drive that thing to friggin' McDonald's. Like, yeah.
Was this before or after he bought the Lalaurie mansion in New Orleans and like lost his shit everywhere?
It's
Went
before.
bankrupt?
Before or after? I
It's before.
before.
Okay.
That's when he bought an
It's
Action
knocked down
Comics
Beatrice
#1,
Kiddo.
didn't he? Or something to
Yeah.
that effect.
Something like that.
Yeah, and he had like a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull, and
Did he?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he did.
That is fucking dope.
That's
That's
one of the main
silly
reasons
spending
he had
money.
to make some of the movie choices he made to recoup
Yeah.
money because some of the
Oh, yeah.
financial decisions he made.
Oh no, he totally admitted. He was like, I just made movies just to so I could pay debts. Like,
Good for him.
you know.
I mean, it's nice to have that ability.
I would do it for a T-Rex skull too. I'd be like, you know what? A T-Rex skull, I'll go make a bad movie. Why not?
How high for the Jeremy connection?
Then you'd be like, "Hey, Mark Nelson, I see your hippo skull, and I raise you."
Yeah, I'd be
a
like,
T-Rex
F you,
skull.
Mark Nelson. You may have the thing that looks like a dinosaur, but I have the dinosaur. I can't believe the dude has a hippo skull. Like, he has tons of skulls, but a hippo skull is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Clearly, Carrie was like, that's the next level I got to get to. I got to be rich enough that I can afford to own animal skulls.
Yeah, she's got human skulls. Why not?
Move on. Get into that
Well, that's just
taxidermy thing. That'll be
Hmm?
easier. So I get into that taxidermy thing. I can just do them myself,
That's a
Mhm.
lot of work from what I know. You got to like tan the skins and like
Yeah.
dry them all out, drain them of blood.
All right.
Yeah. Take
All
all,
right,
the
gentlemen,
guts out.
And Carrie, I'm actually going to call it a night right now just
Oh, I'm
because
sorry, Drew.
it's okay. I just wanted to prove to everybody I wasn't dead.
Yay.
You know,
This
so
is
I'm
official
here.
Proof that I'm alive. Good luck.
Exactly. Plus, I just feel like I'm stealing the
You better
Ginger
be on
Twins
Splash Pages.
thunder here.
You better be on Splash Pages next week.
Dude, you know who's coming next week.
I know.
I've
That's
already got all the notes assembled.
I'm like, I
Well-
don't have to do any research this.
Oh, no.
This
I've
time.
already
I'm
already
done.
done the research for you.
I'm hanging up the hat for this one. I'm like, this one's Drew's.
Listen, I feel bad because I'm leaving Yo-Yo to be sandwiched between the Ginger Twins over here. So, you know, but it's one less enthusiast for Nick Cage to carry, like, and a hex on you, and a hex on you, and a double hex on you. Yo-Yo's cool. Leave him alone. He's got a lot going. He's also owns a cat, so he's safe.
Jar Jar, I saw you lick the yo-yo.
Yeah, well, you know.
Stop it. So,
I'm
So-
learning how these cameras work. Before it would be like, shit, on the other side.
I'm still figuring out pointing. Like, I got the up, but then it's like
Yeah, up is the only one I
Take it a
ever
mic.
get
Yeah.
right. Like,
Put a
yeah,
fist
exactly.
bump.
Because I'm like I'm directionally challenged in this little box. Let me out. But thank you for having me, guys. It's always nice to come here and do the opposite of what we do at Splash Pages, where we try to see what we can get done in an hour. I'm like, nope, just gonna talk. Just gonna talk.
Hey, I need this weekly therapy.
I think we all do.
Sure.
We
Let's
did.
go with
Yeah.
that. Although I think Leo, we might be seeing the end of Yosemite Sam Stash, and it might be the return of the beard. So,
Oh, you're going full.
Jeremy, I think I'm just going to take all the photos that I need to with this and then cut it off because I'm starting to feel like someone's like, oh my God, were you in Wild Hogs? Like, I look ridiculous. Like, look, watch, I put the sunglasses on. I feel like, all right, let's ride. Or I should just be like, excuse me, sir, license and registration.
Oh,
And I'm going to need to see
you got to get the shiny sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Shinies.
I say you just let it grow out, and then, well, you already did
Oh,
Ted
there you
Lasso
go.
for cosplay.
I'm sorry, sir. I need to see, need to check your trunk. Got a hot tip about snakes. They may or may not be moving toward a plane, and we have to make sure.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, listen, all jokes aside, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
I don't know. Carrie, hold down the fort. Yep. Leo, keep being Leo. Yo-Yo, don't let the bastards grind you down. And Jeremy, get high.
Hey. It's
I
too
mean,
late.
With knowledge. Get high with
Too
knowledge. There you
Too
go.
late, Drew.
You're already so high with knowledge. I know
Go
it.
back. Go back.
To
I'll
where
make
you-
some Ultimates references for you here and there.
Drew
There you
says
go.
the
Oh, and
longest
Bendis.
goodbyes.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Well, for those paying attention, please definitely make sure to check out Splash Pages next week. We have a stellar guest.
Who is that, Drew?
Oh, it's going to be writer extraordinaire Eric Burnham, who is responsible for a ton of great IDW stuff, Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics. He's currently working on the Godzilla comic right now. He's done a lot. And we got him for at least an hour and a half, kids.
Nice.
Which if we're
And
lucky,
$1.50.
we can get it for $2. So I'm very excited, and I was already telling Leo about all of it. So I'm not gonna lie.
We should definitely try to get through, see if we can get through news with them at first. Be like, hey, do you mind going over news with us? And then bust into the interview? Maybe? I don't know, because we didn't get anything done but the interview this week.
maybe. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so maybe we have them come on half an hour after.
Leo, are you really expecting that the four of us with the attention span of Nat, that we're gonna somehow get all the news done in half an hour?
I don't know.
We'll
figure
never
it out.
get any.
We'll
We'll figure something out one of these days.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
It always seems to work.
Also, there was one thing I wanted to highlight before I go, that it's a very significant thing today. Today would have been the great voice actor Lorenzo Music's 86th birthday. And for those of us who know who that is, who don't know who that is, if you've ever watched the first 2 seasons of The Real Ghostbusters, he voiced Peter Venkman, and he was the original voice for Garfield.
No.
It would have been his 86th birthday.
Way to bring down the group, Drew.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
leaving.
Hey,
Fuck you all,
would it-
bomb.
just got to give my man props, okay? But that's it. I'll talk to you all later. Be well.
Be well,
Walk
man.
Leo around and keep away from the snakes.
See ya.
Hi, Drew.
Bye.
Whoop. Where am I going to end up? Boom. Below you. Hello, yo-yo.
We can do our. Oh, wait, no. Fist bump, Jeremy?
Oh, nope. Pow.
Wonder
I got it at the right level. See? Ah. Oh, we can make him talk too. Ah. Yeah, this just went to a whole new level.
Yeah.
All right.
So apparently the finale for Goldberg's was tonight.
I saw
that's what the
I
Instagram
think
post
the
is about.
first season of it.
Yeah, I kind of
Uh,
fell off after the first or second season, something like that.
like it was an interesting kind of show, but just not something that was like, oh, I gotta check that out more.
We watch that every week. Absolutely
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one with what's his name? Wrote it. Andy Goldberg or something like that.
Hey, Justin.
The guy who does it
Adam
has all
Goldberg.
sorts of Adam Goldberg has all sorts of old school like toys on it and stuff.
Yeah, for the first like 8 seasons or something like that was like based on his actual life. Like the end of the episode, you know, it was like if there was a teacher involved, they had the actual teacher and they asked
Oh no
them.
shit.
Yeah, like the actor would ask them questions, you know. But then when the father had some allegations against him, they fired him. And then they kind of like killed him off on the show.
Yeah, I heard he was kind of a douchebag on set and stuff, and like people were pretty happy to see him go.
Yeah, I
don't know much on it.
Yeah, I just know they kind of got rid of him, but he was still there. Like, you know, they kind of faked that he was there. Oh yeah, Grandpa. Yeah. Oh, Justin. There's 2 grandpas. The current one's the guy from Taxi.
Danny DeVito?
No.
If that happened,
not
and I missed
Andy
it,
Kaufman.
I would have
Andy
been,
Kaufman. Yeah.
I guess
guy
that
who-
happened, and I missed it. We performed some necromancy.
Dead. Danny DeVito dead.
Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was dead. Okay. Well, yay, Judd. I like
He died?
him.
You're not dead.
Oh.
No, I'm excited. He's not. I thought he was.
Yeah, he's 88.
88. Wow.
Yeah. Judd Hirsch. Yeah,
He has some time then.
yeah, the first grandpa passed away. I forgot his name. But yeah, Judd Hirsch plays the grumpy grandpa. The first one was the
He survived Independence Day.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, Goldberg's end of it. So we
How
got
many seasons
Has
was it?
10.
Like,
Oh,
is it
wow.
worth catching up with any of the?
It's a fun show, you know. The Just Shoot Me Grandpa.
So
I mean,
10
it's
years.
full
That's
of
a decade of life.
yeah. It's full of like 80s nostalgia, you know. You know, there's always references to, you know, like toys or movies going on, music.
Hold on. John Travolta passed away? I'm sure there was other actors in Look Who's Talking, but it's the only one
Magnum
I'm thinking
PI.
of right now.
What is his name again?
Oh, type faster, Tom.
Yeah. Abe Vigoda?
Oh, Abe Vigoda. He died a long time ago.
No, he didn't.
Oh, hold on. That's just no. I
No.
thought Abe. Really?
It
Hold
was
on.
really-
Abe Vigoda's still alive? No way.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, but like before tonight, I
No, he died in 2016.
Really?
yeah.
I'm like, I'm
I was like, hold on,
Who's bringing up random dead people now?
hold on. You can't fuck with me. Like
I know there
he
was
was like really old when he died. I know that too.
yeah, but there was like a rumor that he died and he was actually still alive at one point. And then there was
it definitely happened with him a few times.
George
that
Segal?
People did the George Segal. That name sounds familiar.
It was look who's talking.
Oh, he was.
So
Oh
that's-
yeah. He was looking at. Never mind.
So yeah, back in the day, there was a website like is Abe Vigoda alive or dead, and you can go to it to find out if he was alive or dead.
I want one of those.
Poor guy.
I don't know how I'd feel about that if someone made a website. Are you serious? Still
It's
alive?
like having a death pool, and like, especially if you're alive and you find that out, you're like, oh, son of a bitch. All of you, I'm alive. It's like Monty Python.
Checking it every day
Nope,
just to make
not
sure.
quite dead yet.
Is that CNN or Fox or who is it where they had the is Anna Marie or Anna Nicole Smith still dead? Because they were trying to come up with a news. Like, is Anna Nicole still dead? Yeah.
And Nicole
Yeah, she
Smith.
is.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that poor woman.
Just one day.
She was a
No, she's not still dead. She's alive again.
Yeah, just pop back up.
She's back. Necromancy.
She's feeling better.
I got better.
We got all of that out of the Goldbergs, huh? That's pretty impressive.
Since I wasn't here last week, I know I showed Justin and Brandon this, but this showed up in the mail.
Oh wow.
Nice.
It opens up, right?
Yeah.
What's the weight at, you'd say?
The weight? I don't know, 5 pounds,
Oh, that's not bad. It's pretty light, actually.
maybe even less.
Does it actually roll like when you?
Yeah, the tires are actually pretty
Ooh,
solid.
I wonder if
Like
you
they're
could use
plastic.
it. You know when they have the pine car derbies and stuff like that, you can go and race it.
I also got the Keaton Batman for it. He barely fits.
Why is? Oh, I was like, why isn't he inside? Damn it!
Because you gotta his ears would probably bend because you have to really scrunch him in there. So yeah,
Big
Get a
news
little
for
smaller.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Anybody
we're
doing anything
almost there.
special?
No.
No.
I mean, I have to work, so I know.
I'm gonna-
Okay, good.
I'm surprised.
no,
they
I'm
don't
gonna
have-
split it up and do the Leia braids and do the
Oh, there you go.
buns, get some pictures in. Yeah. That's my
I'm gonna
celebration.
do the Mace Windu. Oh, damn it! Yo-Yo already did it. Now I'm just gonna have to go like this. You stole my idea.
I wanted to see Return of the Jedi back at theaters, but it's like not playing anywhere.
I haven't seen it anywhere in my
Actually,
area.
in New York, there's a streetwear brand called Kith. They're actually doing a screening in New York. They were just giving away tickets. The raffle already happened though. But yeah.
But that's New York.
Yeah, but it's free tickets. And
It's worth the drive for y'all. I have
like if you won, you and the guests get tickets. It didn't cost you anything. It's just a free raffle. But yeah, I think they already ended it because they're dropping a collection tomorrow, including some posters that I actually might consider.
Oh,
like they have like a remake of like the Japanese poster.
What time's
Nice.
your special at, Tom? Sorry for interrupting you, Yo-Yo.
Oh no.
Just saw the comment down at the bottom. I was like, oh, maybe I could stop by, but I have a class tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to.
Yeah, and Thursday's date night for me. So
Oh,
I
well,
appreciate the offer, Tom.
now everybody knows that my class is actually a date with Leo.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yo-Yo. You're invited
You
too,
broke the
though.
code.
Tell us
Thought it was
more.
special.
Everybody needs something to do for May the 4th.
But Carrie, Yo-Yo, you can represent us.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
If I can get the braids in, as long as I don't have anything else going on. I think I just checked. There's one show that might be. I'm not sure if we're doing a Jonestown thing tomorrow or not. If we're not, I'll stop by.
Cool
What
beans.
else we got, Mr. Leoder?
Did anybody see the Dune 2 trailer that dropped today?
I have not seen that.
I saw
want to see
photos
that.
when they were like showing that off. I had not seen a trailer.
Oh, that's pretty late, Tom. You are crazy.
Yeah, 11 o'clock. Wow. I'm a little disappointed they don't give the date on when it's coming out, but the trailer is pretty kick-ass.
I wish it was coming straight to HBO Max like
Yeah,
the
I
first
know.
part did. That was so dope. But I understand they're trying to make money,
Yeah.
and like it looked. I'm excited. The first one was really good.
Yeah. it
I
was.
thought it was a great interpretation, and yeah, I'm definitely down for part 2.
Yeah, definitely check out the trailer. It's pretty badass. It's
Now, is it more in out in the dunes?
well obviously the whole trailer is working up to Paul riding the worm.
Very cool.
Okay, so they've drawn it out. I didn't get to see the first one, but I've seen way back in the day. Well, you and I were
The
old enough
original
that
is
that was on.
fantastic. Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah. Oh, Brad Dourif was in it. Yeah, and
that. I love that.
The original or the TV series?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking
the
the
original,
TV series.
and then there was
Well,
the TV series, and
yeah.
then
I'm thinking the one
this.
with Norm from
Uh,
Cheers.
Picard? Was Picard in it?
Was Picard in it? No, I don't think
No.
so.
Justin Cooper says we did a pretty in-depth episode last year on Geek Life HQ about Dune. Some good guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I will share.
And, I will share on the door. Sweet.
Nice.
Thank you, Justin. Yeah, the original movie had Patrick Stewart in it.
Really?
Yeah, and
Who did he play?
Paul's guard.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I
Yeah,
forget.
also
who
had
Sting was
played-
in it.
Sting,
I
yeah,
mean,
Sting.
yeah, if Sting was in it, that was the original.
God, my memory sucks. It's
And-
been
and
so
Court Bragg
long since I've
was
watched it.
Doctor.
All I can remember is the guy from Cheers played the governor or one of the governors there, the one in the chair that floated around, the big fat guy.
Without having Brandon on, this is so much fun because nobody has any idea
I know, I'm
of the
like
names of any
completely-
actor at all. That guy in the show with the dude that was on this.
He was on
Remember him?
Cheers. You walk
it's a
in and be
guessing
like,
game.
Norm. But no, can't remember his name.
And Picard.
And Picard's in it.
Okay,
We're-
so
we're
the
really good.
Frank Herbert's Dune series. Let's see. William Hurt, Alec Newman, Giancarlo Giannini, James Watson. I'm not seeing the guy from Cheers.
No,
No.
maybe I'm just imagining and putting him in there as that character. Hold on, give me a second.
Was it Norm you're
Was-
talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go to Norm's page.
That would probably be a good idea.
George
What's Norm's
Wendt.
page?
So George Wendt's filmography.
Patrick Stewart.
Maybe I'm remembering totally just the wrong. No, it's Storms and all that, and
What's that?
Atreides, and Paul Atreides. I don't know.
No, he was not in Dune.
No,
Kyle MacLachlan was the original Paul Atreides. MacLachlan.
Yeah, and I think the TV show was more accurate to the books, right?
Yeah.
it's
God,
Ian
that's a series I still
McNeice
haven't
was
finished
the
reading
Baron.
books.
He's the Baron that I'm talking about, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Baron Harkonnen. But no, you're right. It's not him. Maybe I mixed up the actors.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
But that is the one that, because William Hurt plays Duke Atreides. So yeah, that's the one I watched.
It surprises me how well it does turn out, or how well it translated to movies with the amount of politics involved in the books. Like, it's hard to make that interesting. So they did rely a lot. They did get kind of out of the exactly what was in the books to give you more of the excitement with the sandworms and the battles and stuff that were going on, because otherwise it would have just been a huge war fest.
Wow.
Well, visually just we're just going to sit around and listen to these guys talk about trade restrictions.
Yeah,
right.
it's the sci-fi everybody wants to see, and the weird,
C-SPAN.
the travel. What are they called? The people that actually make the ships friggin' travel through space on their spice. The spice must flow.
And
It blew his
Spice is actually intertwined with Star Wars.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This the Jawas?
No. The actual Spice.
Really?
Yeah.
You're messing with us.
No. It was referenced in Mandalorian.
No.
Is
Sure,
it
It's not just talk about spice. Like,
is it Herbert
George-
approved?
George Lucas borrowed the inspiration to build the backbone of a Star Wars galaxy. Moving Sands, Dune, anchor author Frank Herbert inspired to create Arrakis after witnessing the moving sands of Oregon, and George Lucas borrowed that inspiration to build the backbone of Star Wars. And
I can definitely see the inspiration.
So the inspiration, and then Boba Fett, according to inverse.com, but I've also watched the episode, finally confirms that the Star Wars Dune connection. Because
That's weird because it's WB and Marvel.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, maybe it was just
DC? Huh? Or not WB and Marvel, WB and Disney.
That's as close as we're getting to an amalgam universe.
Yep. Dun, dun,
I
dun.
mean, yeah, it's
It's all connected.
just referencing, spice. It could be any spice.
Maybe Disney's getting ready
It's
to buy
saffron.
out WB. That's we'll start
Baby
a rumor.
spice.
That shows. We'll start a rumor that it shows because of that, the connection. It shows that Disney's getting ready to buy out the WB and making all amalgam, blah, blah. However you say that word, amalgam. Thank you. They're going to make an amalgam universe. You heard it here first.
So long story short, nobody's going to do
Not very
anything.
well.
Nobody's going to do anything too special tomorrow.
No. I am this weekend. I'm going to Free Comic Book Day, but I
meant
wish
Star Wars related.
Yeah, I wish Star Wars landed on Free Comic Book Day. It's better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said,
do
I
the
might buy
praise
that
for
poster.
y'all. Is it Tom? I can
Well,
watch Star Wars, but I can only
I'm
watch
talk like
the
Yoda all day.
certain ones.
I am supposed to go back and start watching Rebels and stuff now because I have all this homework because of what's his name there, Filoni and
Filoni.
yeah, Filoni. That's it. I'm worse than you these days. Pepperoni, Ferraroni. Yeah.
Rebels, I mean, yeah, I started watching it. It's a little tough to begin with, but it's
Well,
starts
I
to grow
hear
on
if I can get past the first like 4 episodes, it'll draw me in.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that should be easy enough. So maybe I'll start doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you watch Clone Wars?
Most of it.
Okay.
I'm sure. I didn't finish the last season.
Yeah.
I saw when Darth Vader showed up, and I was kind of by then already past all the
I think there was a.
They took too long to finish it, I think.
Did you watch the final episodes that they made recently?
Recently? No.
Well, within like the last couple of years, right?
Can't remember when the last I watched. I can definitely say I probably didn't watch the final episodes because that was well after I stopped watching the actual series.
Oh yeah, 2020 is when they finished it.
Oh yeah, definitely didn't watch them then.
Okay.
See, so I have to watch even more stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up, Leo.
I'm sorry.
And those were all
I'm laying in
animated,
there.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the hard
I
part
started
about it.
watching.
Like, I can get away watching live action stuff. People walk in and I'm watching cartoons. They're just like, Jeremy, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, I'm 45. Leave me alone.
Well, I mean, I think it's, definitely a blessing and a curse that they're tying everything in. Like the man.
Well, it's kind of like what I said I want from DC, and they're doing it, but like I'm catching it at the tail end. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Now
But
you gotta go back
Yeah,
and
but
watch it all.
you're also making more homework for yourself at that point if you they
It really
interconnect
is.
everything like that.
Yeah.
it,
Like,
oh, it
you
really
gotta follow
will.
this comic book in order to figure out what the hell is going on in this movie. Because we're not gonna like tell you what's going on. We're just gonna jump right into it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
imagine that.
They're
What
gonna tell you-
happened in 12 issues of this last comic book that we had before this movie came out?
And
Yeah,
you
that
can
would
go
be
and buy the digital issues right here, and yeah.
At least they aren't running like an ARG for it. Is that could get to the point where it's, although that is cool when shows do that, but
Well, I got
do you remember
imagine for somebody
Heroes got
who's
crazy with that kind of stuff. It was like,
Hmm.
oh, and you got to get on the website, and you start getting emails from people, and I was getting phone calls because I was big into Heroes until I lost television. So I was like
well,
getting
that's
phone
like
calls
what
from the guy
Leo
running
had
for office and stuff.
Leo
Super
had to
fun.
do that watching Big Brother, right? You had to get all the different feeds and stuff.
Oh no! It was like I think it was like Showtime. You subscribe to Showtime to get like access to the like after dark feeds.
So you're just sitting there watching people.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like
It's
people-
kind of creepy after a while.
I know it was fucked up. But Carrie, there was something similar to that with Cloverfield, where they like hid like secret websites around, and like you would find like little video clips trying to give you information about the movie before it came out.
Yeah.
That's so
Did you
much
follow
fun.
the rabbit hole?
I did.
What was it worth it? Were the extra things like worth like this? Because I enjoy that kind of stuff, but like a lot of the time I don't become privy to the information until like it's well after the fact. And I'm just like, well, now I got to go back and look up like 800 things to get to what people are already looking at right now, and I just want to look at what they're looking at right now. So give me the short of it.
Well, this was. I mean, when did Cloverfield came out? This was early internet days.
Cloverfield was that? Wow.
2008.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, not
you
super
said early internet
Yeah,
days. I was
no.
like,
I'm
hold
like-
on.
I mean,
What are we
it was a while ago.
talking? 1984? What happened?
No, yeah. I
You're
mean,
punching
I
the
have the
cards
same
in
kind of
to get
memory,
the-
Leo.
yeah.
Everything's like last week or 20 fucking years ago or 40 years ago. It's like, oh Christ.
Yeah, like the 90s was just a couple of years ago, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, it really was. If you asked any of my kids, that's when I think it was. Like 2 weeks, back in the 90s, that was only 10 years ago. When I get to hear it's like 40 years old, like I can't believe Return of the Jedi is 40 years old now. I'm like, oh no. I saw that when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater as a little kid up in the balcony at the
I
theater here in
busted
town.
my
We didn't
eye.
live here, but we came all the way here to watch it in the nice theater.
Ooh. There you go.
Yeah, it had the balcony, and it was all. And then I ended up working there years later, and we tore down all of the stuff they put in the theater, and they'd been covering up like this. It was all made out of marble, and they had these huge crystal chandeliers and all this stuff from the original venue that it was. They just covered up with like really tacky orange carpeting and stuff to make
I
it
never got why
into a
people did
movie
that.
theater. Well, we restored it. Well, not we. The people I worked for restored it, and then I got to give like tours. It was really kind of cool. We turned it into a brew and view in a concert venue.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Is it still going?
It's still going as a venue, but they quit doing it. They tried to keep it open like every day.
A lot of
and
places
it's
around
like,
here are closing. Like
it doesn't
the
work
concert
that
kind of
well.
stuff
Yeah.
are closing
Yeah.
down.
They're
After COVID, it just people aren't going out enough.
Yeah, they just open up just for specific shows. Like last year on the 21st of April, I took Raz and then my friend James and Raz's wife, we went and saw Henry Rollins there doing a spoken word thing. So it was nice. I got in the front. They have table seating, so you can just sit and have your drinks and have all your stuff, and then get to sit. And for those of us who are older and our knees can't handle concerts anymore and standing for an hour and a half.
So all
That's
of us.
nice. Yeah, I don't know how you go with this.
I'd probably
I tried
be
to-
such a bore at a concert now, besides like sitting there in my chair rocking and like singing a little bit. I'm just like, yeah, I definitely not doing any pits anymore. I'm not gonna be
Oh, that
jumping
kills me.
around.
I hate not being able to get into a mosh pit anymore. And like I went
Oh,
to
it doesn't
Guar,
kill me. That makes
and
me
I have
live.
to like cover my eyes because of the light shows.
Mosh pits totally changed though. Like,
They're
I
violent.
I know.
That's true too.
I remember when. Well, you all remember that mosh pits. It was just pushing people around. It was just like one big wave of people.
Once in a while, somebody's leg would come up.
There was any of you been to the Middle East Cafe?
Not
in Cambridge.
Yep.
You been there, yo?
Yes, I have.
Awesome. So you would definitely get this. I was I saw a couple bands there, but I was there to see Save Ferris.
Nice.
We were in the basement, and the entire basement became one huge mosh pit. It was just incredible.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who do you see? Who do you see there? Yeah.
God, I don't even remember. I remember that I left like after the concert, and then my friends ended up staying with the people who did. Remember the Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yes.
Like they put around Boston. Like they got in trouble because they thought it was explosive devices.
Oh yeah, yep.
My friends ended up spending the night like at their place. Like, like this is the things that happen when I leave.
Thank God he's gone. Now we can have some fun.
Oh damn!
Sorry. True laugh. Somebody asked her to cut the shit off.
So the leakers are in force on the internet. So I don't know if you saw apparently the full plot for Flash has been leaked online.
I'm
Shouldn't the
not
plot
reading
just
that.
Be
Dude
runs fast? Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have ran as fast as he ran.
It breaks it down scene by scene. I won't go over the full thing, but it starts off with Flash and Batman are battling bank robbers.
If somebody wants to ruin the movie for themselves, why not? Like, allow it. Like,
if you like to kill your enjoyment, just
go ahead, do it up.
But another leaker, this just popped up on my feed. They're not saying who the leaker is, but it's about the Fantastic
I mean, as long as they're going
Forecast.
around, not like just fucking blowing it up on everybody's feeds and stuff, being like, "Hey, this is happening. Watch out."
Well, possible spoilers here. This leaker is saying that Fantastic Forecast leaks recently said Adam Driver might be Marvel's top choice to play.
I saw that. I like that. A lot of other people seem to be against it. I don't know. I like Adam Driver. I think he's kind of an interesting character.
They also say Mila Kunis in the running for Invisible Woman, but the leaker then delivered a massive plot twist for casting Kunis as a female version of the Thing.
If she plays Miss Marvel, another is it Miss Marvel? Who's the female version of the Thing? I know I wish Brandon was here right now. I believe it was Miss Marvel.
They also say Sue Storm rumor, possibly Margot Robbie, and then finally reports that Paul Mescal will play the Human Torch.
Why Margot Robbie?
Because she's blonde and she likes comics.
All right, Sharon Ventura.
Best I've got.
Also known as the She Thing. So,
well, I mean, you have Marvel people hopping over to DC. Maybe Marvel's trying.
Well, I mean, they're actors; they can do whatever they want.
Oh yeah, totally.
As long as you can sell yourself as a character, then I by all means do that. Like, I'm not going to give like no one said anything about Chris Evans as many times as he's played comic book people from like.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say that she
Scroll.
matches.
I was right. All right. Southern Ventura was also another Miss Marvel. So it could be possible that they're introducing every Miss Marvel as possible, and they could have the Marvels too. And maybe Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, could be brought in as well, the male version, and have like a Marvel Spider-Verse.
I just got done reading all of that stuff in the Ultimate Universe. I'm up to Miles now, but I had to go through all. So I read the entire first half of the Ultimate Universe and a little bit more.
And now it finally
But
gets
yeah,
good.
having the original Captain Marvel that Kree's like, okay, I'm going to be your friend. Oh, wait, I can't control myself. Oh, yeah. Spoilers if you didn't read it like me. It's 20 years old, 30, something like that now. So
I have my theory so far about the whole Marvels movie.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, because that what they found in space caused the whole them switching every time they use their powers, given the fact that he destroyed the Infinity Stones, that's probably has something to do with him destroying the Infinity Stones. Because I mean, all of them got their power somehow from.
That's smart, Yo-Yo. I like that.
So that's probably going to cause something. What it's going to cause? Mutants, maybe, I don't know, but.
Yeah, I mean, because it's there's that power void now. The with the stones gone, like what havoc is that going to wreak?
Yeah.
Cool.
What
I like it.
Awoken.
I didn't really have anything else. If did anybody else have anything they wanted to discuss?
All I know is Free Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day. Woohoo! Saturday, free Comic Book Day. Everybody should go and get some free comic books. And pick up your polls too. Pay for them.
Yeah, I need to pick up my polls, but I won't be able to go Free Comic Book Day. We're going to be starting to clean out my mom's house on Saturday.
Oh man.
Yeah. So,
well, I'll go to Free Comic Book Day for you.
Well, thank you.
I'll take one for the team.
Yeah. Actually, I'll message my my LCS, see if they can pull the free comics for me.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah, they well, when we did the last couple of years, we've been doing a spot. You were there last year.
I was.
Yeah. He invited us again this year, but we didn't have.
Everybody's got stuff going on. Even myself, I'm going, but I'm only going for like pick up comics, grab some stuff, say hi to a few people, and leaving. I'm with everything that I've got going on. I'm just burnt.
Yeah. Yep.
Totally the feeling, my friend.
I'm gonna have to check and see who all does stuff around here because I've been out of the LCS loop for quite a while. Just until you guys brought me back into the world. Thank you so much, Leo, and the rest of the Dorkening.
It's a great drug.
You're sucking me back into my place. Oh, yes, it is.
I mean, it costs the same amount of money, but it leaves you feeling a lot more refreshed. And
I can get my 20,000 words a day in.
I always told, when I worked at a comic shop, I always told parents, I was like, it's better to get your kids into Magic the Gathering, comic books, something like that. So they have something that their money's already wasted on, that they don't have money for anything else to get in trouble with. Yeah.
And if you buy them some plastic for it, they can eventually sell it when they're older and buy drugs with that money.
Or, yeah. There you go. Damn it, Carrie ruined everything.
Well, on that note, we'll hey, Tom Dog, Dorkening #1. Thanks, Tom. Hey, Sergio. Okay, we'll wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. You know me, just Google me, you'll find me. But more importantly, follow these awesome people. I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got a ton of shows on the network. There's a lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. Head on over to thedorkening.com and also head on over to Splash Pages Comic Book Club website. We relaunched that this week and going to be pushing that hard. So definitely check that out. Let us know what you think. And we'll start off. Carrie, where do you like people interacting with you?
I'm easiest to be found at Carrie Sanders on Facebook. I link to everything from there. You can find me doing some storytelling podcasts on the PBDC network, which you can find hooking up through there. And apparently I am now just somebody to be summoned for the Dorkening. So catch me here off and on.
Hooray.
On Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
You're always welcome, Carrie.
Yo.
Just Yo Saint Laurent on Instagram. That's the only place I'm at.
not blue sky or
I mean, I have a Be Real, but I barely post on that. To be real, I'm usually at work when that notification goes off. So I have no time to be posting on that.
I hear you. Jar Jar.
Hey, that's it. Check out. No, hold on. There's more. Check out Comic Book Lovers Buy Sell Trade in an auction house on the Facebooks, and I'm Jeremy Courtney on the Facebooks, and go to your LCS for Free Comic Book Day and make sure you pay your tabs up. Get all your people have polls there. I've seen people with polls that are like 80 books and they haven't been in for 80 years. And that's money out the door. Go pay your tabs. Pay your tabs. I'm here for the LCS this week. Pay your tabs, people.
You just made me feel so guilty. Speaking of
pay your tab, Leo. I got to go pay mine too, so don't feel bad. I'm doing it because I got a tab to pay.
Oh, I know. It's last time I was there, it was like the fall. So.
Oh wow. Okay,
yeah.
I'm not that bad. I've only got like maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months.
He just got 4 long boxes to pick up.
SplashPagesComicBookClub.com, where you can see like awesome stories like Jerry Ordway, his Return of the Jedi special comic covers.
Very nice.
We're going over like all the latest comics as well. Corner boxes are back. I don't know what they are, but corner boxes are back.
What are corner boxes? I've never heard of corner boxes.
I need to find out.
Well, just go to the website, I guess.
Go to the website, check it out. With that, we'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.